Something just happened for XRP, which is showing some really bullish signs. We could see a breakout in the immediate short term to a significant price point. We're going to break down some key things, as well as taking a look at what's going on with the SEC. How likely in 6 days is it that the SEC does something with the Ripple case? All of that in this video. If you like the sound of it, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. We're here every single day, bringing you the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency. And check out the links in the description. We're live on Instagram, TikTok, X, and don't forget Marbits, the project I launched. You definitely need to check out what we're building over there. With that being said, let's get into this video. So I guess something we've been talking about for a while is the SEC appeal. Now, cryptocurrency took a pretty big dip today on that kind of expectation of jobs coming out that was better than expected, the nervousness around the Trump administration, but XRP held its own. In fact, XRP is now up on the day by about 0.5%. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. But the Ripple case is officially on countdown. Now, for many of you that have been part of this channel for a while, you know that I'm incredibly bullish, not only on XRP, but I'm bullish on the fact that I think the SEC case gets thrown out. And I'm going to give you a reason as to exactly why I think that's going to be the case in just a minute. So some of the key points to think about as we move nearer to the Trump administration taking office, as well as a potential move on this SEC case, is that January 15th is the appeal deadline. Now, for many of you that know, that is literally in 24 hours time. We'll see exactly what happens with the SEC. We could even see it thrown out as soon as 24 hours. Markets, however, are braced for a pivotal SEC move, and the crypto giant's future hangs in the balance. We could see a strong move at the same time. However, look out, because we might see a last hurrah from the SEC. The Ripple case could reshape crypto adoption, programmatic sales rulings, enable XRP relisting, and US expansion, which could be massive for everyone involved in XRP, as well as the wider cryptocurrency market. And finally, the SEC's crypto conflict inquiry cloud's Ripple ruling, the Hinman ties to the Ethereum promotion intensifies scrutiny on the SEC bias. Ultimately, Hinman saying that Ethereum was not a security under the same set of rules that they deemed XRP to be a security. So this is obviously very important as this plays out, and what I think is worthwhile thinking about. Now, given that, view, you have recently, in fact, just today, seen significant filings from the SEC amongst many different companies. The BMO Capital Markets failing for supervised agency bond desk. The SEC charges former public company officer and his sister. We see 2 Robinhood broker-dealers to pay $45 million in combined penalties. And finally, 12 firms will pay more than $63 million to combine to settle the SEC's charges for the record-keeping failures. Why is this important? Well, it does feel like there is a last SEC hurrah before a change in administration. What's interesting to note, though, outside of Robinhood, these are all traditional TradFi companies that people are being fined for, as opposed to what we've seen so recently, a massive cryptocurrency sidekick. It's kind of wild to think about, but ultimately this may pivot and we may see it change, and I think this is important. All of that aligned to a significant breakout on a symmetrical triangle. This is showcasing a price range of potentially up to $8. We can take a look at how that sits here, and it's forming a very similar pattern. We've been talking about the triple bottom pattern when it comes to Bitcoin. This one forming the throwback and breaking out of that upward triangle. The next challenge could be that all-time high push. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I guess the question would be why? Why all of a sudden is XRP going to break out? Just because it's on the technicals doesn't mean that it's going to hit an all-time high, does it? Well, it kind of does when JP Morgan get involved and give a view as to what an XRP ETF might look like. We know that 2025 feels like it's going to be the year for altcoins, Bitcoin, and spot ETFs, given the fact that the Bitcoin ones have been so successful. Well, if you take the application of what happened with those Bitcoin ETFs and apply it to what could look like in an XRP, 50% chance of a product being greenlit by July 31st. What could that give us in terms of a price move? Well, it's hard to decipher, but what people are predicting, by the way, is that we could see $8 billion flow into the XRP price if we were to see an ETF approval. I actually think it would be one of the hottest ETFs out there and could really give Bitcoin a run for its money. Many of you, I know, are shouting at the screen saying, 2-bit, what are you talking about? Why would XRP be different to Bitcoin? Why would it see significant inflows? The reality is, if global payments, if Swift and Chainlink and XRP get their act together, we might see a complete new landscape when it comes to global finance and transaction across the globe using XRP. If we take a look here at the price action on the 3-day candle, you can see that XRP is now starting once again to print some bullish momentum outside of what we've seen across the wider cryptocurrency market. So XRP is actually showing some strength, and we may see this start to push to the upside and retest some of those higher levels. If you take that Fibonacci, we are currently testing the 618. If we were to break this at 253, which would be pretty bullish, look out for a 271 retest, followed by a potential, in my opinion, by the way, a push well over $3. And I think this could be very much on the cards as we move towards that Trump inauguration. So for me, there are lots of catalysts coming with XRP, lots of bullish sentiment, and it feels like every single day, whether that be JP Morgan, Bank of America, Chainlink, Uphold, Robinhood, and more, there are more partnerships, more people that are interested in either listing XRP, being involved in XRP, or simply just buying it. We're seeing significant volume approach to the coin and, more importantly, adoption worldwide. Don't forget, USDT moving its headquarters now to El Salvador could open up the opportunity for RLUSD to really take hold in the market. And this ultimately, though, will be bullish for XRP and everyone else involved. So let me know what you think of all of this in the comments down below. What's your view when it comes to the SEC? What do you think of the JP Morgan news? And finally, do you think there is one last hurrah from the SEC? Or do you think they're just going to go into the night quietly? Let me know as always in the comments down below. Don't forget that like button and subscribe. It is super easy to do. That means you're not going to miss a beat when it comes to the cryptocurrency market, XRP, Bitcoin, altcoins, and your favorite meme coins here on the 2Bit Crypto channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.